Hello everyone, and welcome back to my chatty, sassy channel here on YouTube, where I talk about all things luxury, be it luxury fashion, luxury travel, or life's luxuries in general. And I've had several requests after my gift guide videos. People have wanted to know, what is it that's on my personal Christmas list this year? And so I'm going to do that video today. And who knows, maybe this will give you some more ideas if there weren't enough in the 4 gift guides. I will have all 4 of those linked down below. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, as that really does help in the YouTube algorithm. Also, please make sure to subscribe, as I'm trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by Christmas Eve so that I can do a giveaway for you guys as a thank you. And with that, let's get into the video. So in my gifts for under $100 gift guide, one of the things that I mentioned was a Barbour hat. Now, the Barbour baseball cap is not the thing that is on my wish list, but I do actually have 2 Barbour items that I would love to get this year. The first up is this bag. Now, I had never seen this bag before. I looked on the Barbour website. I have not seen this bag on the Barbour website, but it was on the Orvis website for Barbour. And so I don't know if it's like maybe an Orvis exclusive from Barbour or what, but I absolutely love this bag. I think it's probably, if I had to guess, around like $120, $130. I really don't even know, but my dad sent me a picture of it when he was in Orvis, and I was like, that's really cool. I really like that. How much is it? And he wouldn't respond and tell me. But I absolutely love this bag. I don't know what it's called. If I can find a link to it, I will put a link down below, but this is absolutely fantastic. And then the other Barbour item that is on my list is the Barbour Deanna brown leather gloves. They're $100. I would need a size small. I have seen these in person. I've tried them on, so I know this size small fits my hands. And I do think that they run true to size. I just really like these gloves. I think they're really nice. I think they would go really well with my Barbour coats. And I actually don't have a pair of brown leather gloves for winter. And so I think that these would be great to add in. They also aren't overly expensive. I feel like that $100 for a pair of leather gloves is perfectly reasonable. Another couple of smaller things that I have on my list. First up is the board game Hues and Cues. I'd first seen this game on a YouTube channel when they were playing it, and then as it turns out, my cousins were coming over for game night that night. They happened to bring this game with them. I love this game. I think it's so much fun, so I would love to add it into my game collection. Another game that I would like to add is that my husband and I do have quite a few Monopolies. Quite a few. I think we have 5 versions of Monopoly, maybe. I'd like to add a 6th one for myself, and that would be the Harry Potter Monopoly version. I have a Harry Potter Scrabble. I have a Harry Potter Trivial Pursuit. I may have one other Harry Potter themed game as well. I feel like I do. Maybe. But I'm a massive Harry Potter fan, so I would actually love to have the Harry Potter version of this game in my collection. I think it'd also be cool like to have the Lord of the Rings one, but who knows, maybe someone will get me the Harry Potter one and get Blake the Lord of the Rings one for Christmas. I think that that would be fun. But those are sort of the 2 board games that are on my list. Those are the little things. And then one other little thing that I really want that's on my list is going to be the silicone bowl liners that I mentioned in my stocking stuffers gift guide. I think that these are just absolutely fantastic. I have these on my list. I also have there was this thing that I saw, and again, I saw both of these on Instagram, but it's for the KitchenAid mixer, and it's a little stand that you set your KitchenAid on, and then you can pull it out really easy. And so because my KitchenAid is backed like way into the corner of our cabinetry in the kitchen, having this would make it really easy for me to pull it out. So I would love to have both of these 2 things hopefully show up either under the tree or in my stocking to make life working with my KitchenAid a little bit easier. So getting into some of the bigger items on my list, and the first of them is going to be more of a practical thing because we have a child that will be born in the new year, and that is a pair of noise canceling headphones. Obviously, I wouldn't be using these when it's just me with our baby, but when Blake is also home and I'm needing to do some work, I think that these would be really, really nice. I've always been a big fan of Bose, and so I specifically have the Bose noise canceling headphones on my list in the sandstone colorway. Now they're regular like $360, but these things always go on Black Friday for really, really good deals. So it'll definitely be well under $300 for the Black Friday sales that are going on. And anything that I'm mentioning in this video, I will try to link down below in the description so that if you are interested in either getting them for yourself or getting them as a gift, you have the links as well. So I'm a big believer in that Christmas should not just be for things that you need. It's great if they are things that can be really, really useful in your life. But Christmas gifts are also meant to be fun, and they're meant to be some of those things that you just won't buy for yourself, but you really do want. And so this next item is one that I can't explain why I want either of these two things, actually, because they're both from the same brand, but I just really like them and I keep coming back to them. And so I put them on my Christmas wish list because who knows, maybe they'll happen. And the first of those is a Versace pink Baroque bathrobe, the longer version. Now, typically for my bathrobes, I like them to be all the way to the floor. This one won't do that, but I think it's something about the bright pink with the Versace that's just so loud and fun, and I don't need a bathrobe that's this expensive. Like, it is ridiculously expensive. It's $575. It's ridiculously expensive, but for some reason, I just absolutely love this bathrobe. I've been coming back to it for a couple of years, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna put it on my Christmas wish list. You never know. Yes, it's ridiculously overpriced for a bathrobe, but it's also Versace and it's just really fun. So thought that I would put this one on my list this year. A slightly more reasonable thing from Versace on my list, and I only say slightly because it's still expensive, and it is $225. It is one of the Twillies, specifically in this print, from Donatella's last collection. Now, I'm not a big Versace lover or anything like that. I don't even have anything Versace in my collection, but something about this, I think that it's just so Versace. I think it would be really neat to have a piece from Donatella's last collection, and this is a small little piece that I could get to have in mind that I think that I would actually use, be it using it like tied around a bag, being it used tied around my neck. I could see myself actually using this specific Twilly, and so for that reason, I've put it on my Christmas list. And then the final thing that I have on my Christmas list this year, this is a piece of jewelry, and the specific one that's sitting on my list is from David Yurman, is the David Yurman Pave Diamond Hoops, but they are in sterling silver and diamond. I have told my husband that, like, hey, it doesn't have to be this David Yurman version. I really like this size of hoop, but it can be something from our local jeweler as well, because if we went through our local jeweler, we'd probably be able to get white gold with diamond version for the same price that the David Yurman one is. Just because when you do go with a brand over your regular jeweler, you are going to pay more, but I do think these David Yurman hoops are really great, and I'm someone who has a lot of trouble with earrings being too heavy on my ears, and so knowing that the David Yurman ones are not too heavy on my ears is a really, really useful thing. That is my Christmas wish list this year, and I sort of had fun doing this because it shows you guys, like, yes, I enjoy luxury, but all the stuff that's on my list isn't just luxury stuff. There's some really practical things on there, and some of the things that I really want most are things like those gloves and the KitchenAid accessories, which aren't really like massive luxury items, but they're the things that I really actually am very, very excited about. So hoping that a couple of those from this list will end up under my Christmas tree from various people. And if not, that's okay, because everyone in my life is always so good at picking out things that they can be surprises. They don't have to be things that are just from my Christmas list, because all of them know me so well. They're so good at picking things out that I wouldn't have even thought of. And truly it is the thought that matters. And obviously, like, if we didn't even do gifts at all, I would still enjoy Christmas. But because we do gifts, I did make a wish list. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed seeing this and getting a little bit of insight into the things that I'm wanting right now. With that, I hope you have a great rest of your day, everybody. Bye.